Have you ever wondered how we got here? Not just you and me, but all of us? Our world, with its towering cities, incredible technology, and nearly 8 billion people, wasn't built overnight. It's the result of a few epic turning points, moments so powerful they completely reshaped the human story. Today, we were going on a journey back in time to explore the revolutions that made us who we are. Imagine a world with no farms, no cities, no written language. For hundreds of thousands of years, that was our reality. We were nomadic hunter-gatherers, small bands of people roaming the land, following the seasons and the herds. Life was tough, uncertain, and dictated entirely by nature. Our numbers were small, our impact on the planet minimal. We were just another species trying to survive. But then, something extraordinary happened. The first great turning point. Around 10,000 BC, in different parts of the world, our ancestors made a groundbreaking discovery. They could plant seeds and grow their own food. This was the agricultural revolution. It sounds simple, but it was anything but. For the first time, we weren't just taking from nature, we were partnering with it. We learned to domesticate plants like wheat and rice and animals like goats and cattle. This shift from hunting and gathering to farming changed everything. We no longer had to constantly move. We could settle down, build permanent homes, and form villages. For the first time in history, we had a surplus of food. Not everyone had to be a farmer. This freed up people to specialize in other skills: pottery, weaving, building, and leadership. Villages grew into towns, and towns into the very first cities. Society was born, hierarchies formed, trade routes emerged, and new ideas began to cross-pollinate. The agricultural revolution wasn't just about food, it was the foundation of civilization itself. It set the stage for everything that was to come, creating the population density and social structures needed for the next leap forward. Fast forward several thousand years. Civilizations have risen and fallen, empires have stretched across continents, but life for the average person hadn't changed all that dramatically. Most people still lived and worked on the land, their lives governed by the rising and setting of the sun. But in the 15th century, in a workshop in Mainz, Germany, a goldsmith named Johannes Gutenberg was tinkering with an invention that would once again change the world. He perfected the printing press with movable type. Before Gutenberg, books were rare treasures, painstakingly copied by hand. They were incredibly expensive, accessible only to the wealthy elite and the clergy. Knowledge was locked away, controlled by a select few. The printing press shattered those locks. Suddenly, information could be duplicated quickly and cheaply. Books, pamphlets, and scientific papers spread across Europe like wildfire. The impact was seismic. The Renaissance, a rebirth of art and science, was fueled by the rediscovery of classical texts, now widely available. The Reformation, which challenged the central authority of the Church, was spread through printed pamphlets. Most importantly, literacy rates began to climb. For the first time, regular people could access ideas, learn, and form their own opinions. The printing press democratized knowledge. It empowered individuals, fueled revolutions, and paved the way for the scientific enlightenment. It was the internet of its time, connecting minds and spreading ideas faster than ever before. Humanity was learning to think together on a massive scale. And that collective thinking led us to our next great turning point. For centuries, human and animal muscle, along with wind and water, were our primary sources of power. Our ability to build and produce was limited by these natural forces. But in the late 18th century, another revolution began, this time in the workshops and factories of Great Britain. The Industrial Revolution. It all started with steam. The invention of the steam engine was a game changer. Suddenly, we had a source of power that was reliable, powerful, and could be put anywhere. Factories sprang up, filled with machines that could spin thread, weave cloth, and forge metal at a speed and scale previously unimaginable. People flocked from the countryside to the cities to work in these new factories. The world began to shrink as steam-powered trains and ships connected distant places, moving goods and people faster than ever. This wasn't just a technological shift, it was a societal one. The modern world we know, with its urban centers, mass production, and global economy, was forged in the fire and steam of the Industrial Revolution. It created immense wealth and incredible new products, but it also brought new challenges: overcrowding, pollution, and difficult working conditions. It fundamentally altered the rhythm of human life, moving it from the farm to the factory, from the season to the clock. We had learned to reshape our world on a global scale. This brings us to the revolution we are all living through right now. The digital revolution. Starting in the mid-20th century with the invention of the transistor and the computer, this turning point has accelerated at a dizzying pace. If the printing press connected minds and the Industrial Revolution connected places, the digital revolution connected everyone and everything instantly. The invention of the internet and the personal computer put the sum of human knowledge at our fingertips. Social media has rewired how we communicate and form communities. Artificial intelligence is beginning to challenge our very definition of work and creativity. This revolution is different. Its speed is unprecedented. The changes that took centuries in the past are now happening in decades, or even years. We've gone from a world of information scarcity to one of overwhelming abundance. We are more connected, more powerful, and facing more complex challenges than ever before. From the first seed planted in the soil to the global network of digital information, these turning points have defined our journey. The agricultural revolution gave us society. The printing press gave us mass knowledge. The industrial revolution gave us machine power. And the digital revolution is connecting us all, each revolution built upon the last, unleashing new possibilities and new problems, propelling us forward into an unknown future. We are the inheritors of this incredible legacy, and the story of humanity is still being written. What do you think the next epic turning point will be? Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this exploration of human history, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. We'll see you in the next one.